Today we're working on our 1960s Ferrari 250 GT. We are shaping the back skin that'll go on the body, and to do that we are using a hammer and a dolly. This car was built by hand in Italy. All the GT 250s were. So this is the way they would have done it back in the day. So we are kind of keeping up with that and doing it the same way, because technology is great and all, but sometimes you just got to do it the old school way. So to get the skin to where we wanted it to be, we used a hammer and a dolly. Essentially, the dolly is a small anvil that you can get into tight spots, and they have different curves on them. So in the curve, the contour of the dolly will give you the shape you want out of the metal. You back it up behind the piece of metal you want to curve, and you hit it with a hammer, and it'll slowly shape.
One of the really nice things about this set that I use all the time are these dollies. Most dollies that you get nowadays are much lighter than these, and so when you've got your hand stuck way out here and you're tapping, your hand's bouncing and you're trying to push hard up against the body to get everything to come together. But when you hit it with, say, slightly under 1 pound hammer, and this is 3 pounds here, your metal forms to this piece and your hammer bounces back, and it's a lot more effective. If you've got some of the lighter dolly sets that come in most of the big box stores and the import stores, so that you can work kind of almost any sort of shape that you need, from up inside fenders and weird creases to, you know, zero crown flat areas or very low crown, higher crown areas, different radiuses, curves. It happens to just be a really nice kit that tends to take care of, you know, 95% of what you need, and the other 5% I just kind of go through the scrap bin and see if I can find something heavy and broken. I do a lot of work when I'm doing my finished stuff. Once I've moved on from the hammers, I do a lot of work with spring steel, basically a piece of leaf spring that's been cut down and polished up to get your nice smooth surface, and then final work with maple or ash slapper, which is basically just a big chunk of wood with a handle on it that's nice and flat, and it knocks your high spots down into this, and this backs up your low spots so the metal doesn't move back and forth. When you are working on low crown areas, this guy is really nice because this has just a little bit of a curve, but it's mostly flat right here, so you can work into the flat areas, and then say you get to a little bit of a curve, you pull down, then when you get a little bit to a curve, you can tilt the dolly up and then work over this higher crown area, sort of stretch things up right into shape. But again, these are all really good quality. They're not soft, which is really nice. When you get scratches in your dollies or scratches in your hammers, the second you use those hammers with your piece of bodywork, you end up printing marks in them that you then have to take out. So it's nice to have, you know, good quality steel, polish everything up nicely, and be able to use it for years and years.